Shake Table Lab by Allie and Sharon Song. We started by sketching out what we wanted our building to look like. We at first wanted to make different types of triangles for each floor, but with a little bit of thought, together we decided to change our plans. We also had a building code saying that each floor of the building had to be 18 centimeters tall, making the total tower 36 centimeters tall. We then started making the frame for our tower. We started by making the corners. All the corners on our tower were 36 centimeters high. After we finished the corners and made the outline for the second story, we started making the cross shapes with these straws. We put tape on the four corners and tape in the middle for extra support. As we continued with the crosses, we also made the floor for the second story. We would eventually make another story on top of the first one, and the sandbags would go on those two stories. Once we finished with all these straws, we started decorating the tower. There was a new building code saying that we had to make a roof. We made the design a staircase design with blue and yellow paper. We also added a flag saying number 1 on it. This is our final piece. My partner and I measured in centimeters the height and width of the tower. The tower would have been 36 centimeters, but there was another building code saying that there had to be a roof, so our tower ended up being 60 centimeters in total. For the static testing, Sharon and I put 2 weights on the first floor and 2 weights on the second story. Each weight weighs 100 grams, so the total weight on the tower is 400 grams. The crosses and beams is what we did to keep our tower strong. This will keep our tower strong because the beams and crosses are made out of triangles, and triangles are the strongest shape. Here is the strongest part of our tower. The strongest part of our tower are the crosses and corners. These two parts of our tower are the strongest because we added tape, and as I said before, triangles are the strongest shapes. The weakest part of our tower was the first floor pillars. This was the weakest part of our tower because it did not have enough support. Here is some of the tape we used to connect straws in one corner. The tape was used to connect straws, tape together the roof, and reinforce some straws that were loose. We also made sure not to use too much tape and make sure it is not a rat's nest. The extra supplies for our tower was used for flooring and the roof. The colored paper was used for cosmetics. It makes our tower look very nice. My partner and I were really excited to test our tower out. In this video, you see the turn before it collapsed.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our tower held 14 sandbags successfully. We were sad that it collapsed, but happy about how many sandbags our tower held.
We got it to stop!
The XYZ graph shows the movement of our tower. The x-axis shows the side-to-side motion, the y-axis shows the forward to backward motion, and the z-axis shows the up and down motion. Hello, this is Allie from Science News. Our tower successfully held 14 sandbags. It collapsed on the 16th. Our building failed at the first floor beams. We looked back at the slow-mo video and realized that only 2 straws right here is not enough. We could have made our tower stronger by adding another straw down the middle right here, because though these are very strong and they could have been stronger, the more triangles the better, because triangles are one of the strongest shapes. Something that I learned about building an earthquake-proof tower is that triangles, beams, and crossing straws are very important, because as I said before, triangles are the strongest shape. Something that I liked about the lab was interacting with my partner and actually being able to be creative with your tower and building an earthquake-proof tower.
Hello, this is Science News with Sharon Song. Our tower supported 14 sandbags, and at the 16th sandbag, our tower collapsed. Our tower collapsed at the beams right here because we looked back at our slow-mo video and we saw that it cracked right here in the first 4 beams. We probably would make the tower stronger by adding another beam across the walls. We would probably do this because triangles are the strongest shape, and the more triangles the better. I learned that, as I said before, triangles are very strong, and also that crossing straws or beams or whatever material you're using is a very good idea. And also, the beams in the middle of our tower, where my finger is, that is very helpful too, to hold up the floors above. I really liked building our tower because it was a hands-on building, and I really loved being with a partner.